Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart, your feminine energy dating and relationship coach. And once again, Valentine's Day is upon us. And I wanted to make a quick video to share some Valentine tips. I took a poll over at iHeart Love Academy, which is my free group in Facebook. And I took a poll here on YouTube on some of your most needed topics to talk about surviving this holiday alone, or if you have a new guy in your life, or if you have a man in your life that you're hoping you will be able to celebrate Valentine's with him. Don't worry, I'm going to cover it all, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to be really feminine and romantic and pull some extra love your way on that day, no matter what you have going on. I can't wait to share it with you, so let's get started. So first off, I'm so blown away by my channel's growth recently. It's just really been taking off. And I am getting so many amazing comments from really smart, intelligent, beautiful diamond girls just like yourself. And we're able to really come together and share things with one another. And that is my dream, is where we can have a place where all of us can get together and talk and discuss and share things. So please feel free to write something in the comments, share what you're experiencing, what you're going through. As always, if you like this video and you like my work, give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on my videos. Now, a couple of things that I'm going to share in this video is I actually have two stories about Valentine's Days I experienced with my first husband, the man who was my first husband, and of course now the man who is my second husband. That happens sometime in life, and nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to share with you just two completely different girls that I was during this time, during my transformation into really reawakening my feminine energy and the difference it made in my life. So I'll have the timestamp below if you want to skip my stories. No judgment if you don't want to hear them. But I do believe there's something that you're going to learn from and maybe just be able to apply a little bit of what I went through to your own life. So I want to start with the man who became my first husband and share our very first Valentine's Day. So at the time, I was very much in my masculine energy. I thought that Valentine's Day was kind of a stupid, corny holiday, but yet I was kind of pouty if I didn't have someone to spend it with. You know, not very soft, feminine energy towards this otherwise romantic holiday, and a great way for me to receive arrows. So men can really take a holiday like Valentine's kind of seriously, to the point that it even kind of messes with their head a little bit, and they're not really sure how to handle it. But there are a lot of men out there that just really, this is their day to treat a woman really special, and they want to show you that. So I hadn't long been dating the man who became my first husband, and he gifted me with a diamond necklace. Sorry, it was a watch. It was a really nice watch. And I'm not sure how much he had spent on this. I had a beautiful Timex. It kind of looks like a Rolex. My mom had given it to me years ago when I started college. And I love that watch, but he had bought me a much more feminine and elegant looking watch. And I was just like, what is this? I don't need another watch. I was immediately putting holes in his effort for the gift he got me. Now, I think this was maybe about a $1,700 watch. Which, you know, it's not a Rolex or it's not a $10,000 watch or anything, but that is an expensive gift to get from a man for your first Valentine's Day. And this was just a show, a little taste of how when he gave a gift, it was a big gift. And that went on to happen on other Valentine's Days as well. One time he actually gifted me a $2,200 camera lens, and I returned that too, and all these stupid mistakes I've made. So here's what I did. I told him, I don't like this watch. It's too delicate, too dainty looking. It was sort of like this floral chain design. My God, I wish I still had this watch. So we went back to the jewelry store, and I picked out kind of this wire little diamond necklace with one little diamond in it. I look at it now, it means a lot to me. I'm glad I have that necklace. But I really wish I could have just accepted his gift and just accepted it from him and been happy, shut my mouth, not complained, and just received this beautiful gift. In years to come, the couple of Valentine's Day that happened after that, it was a much different Valentine's Day. And I believe it had very much to do with the situation we experienced on our first Valentine's, which was not very positive. I was very negative and critical. So take from that, no matter what the man gifts you, just warmly receive it. Now, my Valentine's with my now husband, Jeff, went much differently. We had only been dating maybe about a month and a half, and we had, really grown pretty close pretty quickly. And I was still at this place in my life where I was taking my life. I was very busy, and he would, really hit me up for dates quite often. He would call and make a date with me and also make another date with me. And that is exactly where you want to be with a man, where he is pursuing you and he's trying to kind of lock you down in advance. So towards the end of the phone call, I'll never forget, he said, "Oh, and Thursday happens to be Valentine's, and I know you have a class, but sometimes you come over here after class, and we would have a little snack and watch TV and maybe do a few other things." And he said, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on it, but I would like to see you on Valentine's, and I don't know, is it okay if we kind of give each other a little gift? I have a card I want to give you. And I was just like, what have I stumbled onto with this man who's, really tiptoeing and asking me if I want to spend Valentine's with him? And I said, "Oh yeah, that's cool. We can get together on Valentine's. That'll be nice." I knew he had a trip coming up pretty soon where he was going to be gone. He was taking a road trip that was going to last about 2 weeks. And I was getting to a place where I really was liking this man, and I wanted to tie up his heart, and I didn't want to be too far from his thoughts. So one of the things I gave him for Valentine's is I knew he was going to take this road trip. So I made kind of like a little care package with, like sunflower seeds, granola, some energy bars, and a couple other little cute things. And I got his cats each a little toy and just kind of had fun with it, and I put it all in like a little heart-shaped box that I actually got at the grocery store that was for floral stuff or something. And I crammed it all in there, kind of made it like a stocking, but it was a Valentine's stocking. And he was so happy to have all these snacks and treats. In fact, he told me that on his entire road trip, he was eating all these little snacks and thinking about me. So that's a good way to really tie up your man's heart. Now, what did he get me that year? I remember he kind of got me an assortment of some kind of strange and kooky gifts. And this is actually something he still does to this day. He will go somewhere like on a business trip to the Caribbean, but he'll bring me home like a little wooden dolphin, and it's not really that I'm expecting him to bring back something massive from the Caribbean, but he likes to give kind of these cute, whimsical gifts. And so he had an assortment of some cute little gifts, and I think a couple of bath fizzies, and he had made us a special meal, and he definitely gave me lots of attention on Valentine's. So it was very much a memorable Valentine's. So this year, if you're going at it alone on Valentine's, I've certainly been there, especially after a breakup. It can be one of the most difficult days because all you can think about is I'm alone. I'm, not with someone. I don't have anyone important to share this date with. And not only that, but when will I have a Valentine's that I'm with my guy, when I'm with the person I want to be with? So I want you to use this Valentine's Day as a way to create a ritual for yourself that is going to pull love to you. Now, a ritual I really like to do is a new moon ritual where you really write out what it is that you want in life, what it is you're pursuing, and you keep that at the new moon, and then you burn the ashes into the full moon. A lot of you might know of these moon rituals, but I want you to do a very similar thing on Valentine's. And I teach this in New Man Manifesto, which is a program I have, where I want you to really map out how Valentine's Day would feel with your man. What would you do? What would you experience? So for example, you might say, he surprises me at work with a beautiful bouquet and all the girls at work are jealous. So let's transform that. Let's transform that to I feel, and everything about what you feel, what you want to feel. So it feels so wonderful going to work and arriving at my desk and seeing a beautiful bouquet of flowers. And it feels so good to kind of hear all the girls kind of jealous and kind of talking about my flowers. And it really warms my heart that my guy spent so much time and effort to get me such a beautiful gift. So continue that all the way until the evening, what your entire Valentine's will be like with this man. This is a really powerful manifesting tool. One of the reasons it's so powerful is that we're not just saying, here's what I want, here's what's going to happen, here's what it's going to be like. I want you to talk about what it will feel like. Really, what will it feel like when he's giving you a foot massage and a bubble bath that night? What will the champagne taste like? What will the strawberries be like? I want you to go into what you feel, not just what's going to happen. That is the key to manifesting. It is actually aligning your energy, these powerful feelings you have, with what it is you want. Now, another thing that I've mentioned in another Valentine's video is I really like to go ahead and give yourself like a ritual detox. This is a good time to have that evening if you have it open, or even in that morning. I want you to just think about the past loves you've had. You can even name all the men's names. You can think of them, you can put them in front of you. And I want you to do this in the shower or the bath, preferably the shower, because I want you to use some sort of body scrub and even a loofah, if you can combine a scrub and a loofah if your skin can handle it. And I want you to think of these men one by one while you're just scrubbing every part of your body. And I believe that in this process, you're pulling from you this old stuff, the unwanted from these men, and you're saying goodbye. And as you're saying goodbye, as the dead skin cells come off, everything's going down the drain, you step out of that shower brand new. You have a rebirth of sorts, and I want you to really get into the goodbye process, because if you really were meant to be with that man, he would be in front of you right now. So if you're in this place where you're pining and longing for a man who's not with you, I really want you to practice scrubbing all of that energy from your body. And then I want you to spend some time doing your journal, talking about what it is you do want. So you're going to be nice, fresh, and clean to attract in life what it is you do want to have. So if it's your first Valentine's with a guy and you haven't really been going out that long, if you listen to my story about what I did with my husband Jeff before we were married, we were kind of new to each other, make it cute, make it sweet, make it memorable. And you can think about buying a gift, but keep everything under around $25 if you can. But you want to add a little crafty personal touch to it if you can. I really recommend anytime if you can, tie something up in ribbons, make your own card. Do something fun like that. Create your own little love coupon that's really cute. Food is always a good choice with guys, whether it's a little heart cookie or some sort of little treat he likes. Things like cologne, things like scents are really personalized. So men, it's kind of hard to pick out a cologne or something like that for men. Also, colognes are really expensive. So keep it to like small gifts, like either food or like a little cap or a new pair of gloves. If for any reason he doesn't have you a gift, and he has made it known even that he doesn't really like to celebrate Valentine's, doesn't matter, you do. This is about how you feel. So if you want to get him a little something and a cute little card, or even make your own card or whatever it may be, and he has any sort of protest about it, just remind him, say, oh honey, I know you don't like celebrating Valentine's, but I really love it. And I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me. No pressure. I don't need anything back, but I want to give this to you. Because there are a lot of men out there, they've been really hardened by experiences, or maybe they're going through a tough time, and you just always want to be fun and playful and light about it, and don't even think about it, don't even give it another thought. Do I recommend this? Do I recommend gifting guys when they are not going to gift you back? No, I never recommend giving. to a man to get anything back. But here's the thing, if you like a holiday and you want to experience it and you want to have fun, that is how you feel. And that's the beautiful power of feminine energy. It's about how you feel. It's not about what he feels. It's about what you feel and what you want to do. So if you want to celebrate, you don't know if he's going to give you something, but you know you got a date that night. You know you're going to see each other, or you're going to see each other the next night. A little chocolate bar, something small, but something very sweet will go a long way. And who knows, he might come around, for Valentine's Day. If he does, wonderful. But remember, you're giving this gift because you want to, because it feels good to you. So I got several of these questions in my poll, and that is, what if the man hasn't asked me out? And I really want to go out with him on Valentine's, but he hasn't said anything. He hasn't asked me out. Oh, ladies, here's my reply for this. When you talk to him, when you speak to him the next time, and you guys are kind of making your plans, or you're just sharing conversation, one of the things I teach you how to do in Fem Tools for Dating, and also even Fem Tools for Relationships, and definitely 500 Ways to Talk to a Man ebook, is that you're able to tell a man when you're available. So if he says, hey, what are you doing Tuesday? And let's say you have plans. You can say, oh my goodness, I'm so disappointed, but I'm available Friday and I'm available Saturday at, 5 o'clock. You give him a couple other days and a couple other times. So you can kind of sneak this one in with Valentine's when you talk to him on the phone. Say, oh, by the way, I'm not really doing anything Thursday night. No pressure, but I'm not really doing anything that night. I'm going to be free after work. And just leave it. Just leave it. I really think there's power in just letting a man know when you're available. And also, if you're going to have, a girls' night out rather, and you want to let him know, like, it would be so great to see you. I'm going to be hanging with my girlfriends. I didn't know if we were going to do anything or not. No pressure. No pressure. No expectations. And just pause and kind of giggle about it. The idea is that you just want to be in this light feminine energy, that if you don't want to take me out on Valentine's Day, there's a lot of other options for me. So just be cautious if you're dating exclusively and a guy doesn't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, or he doesn't want to treat it like a special holiday. To me, that would be kind of a reason to start thinking about keeping your options open, because the whole reason you're exclusive with this man is because it may be going towards a long-term relation, i.e. marriage. Okay, so there's dating, like I'm dating this guy, I have a date on Tuesday and a coffee date with this other guy. There's dating, and then there's like, I'm committed to one man. So when you're committed to that one man, you're in a committed relationship. You want to make sure you're getting dates regularly. You want to make sure that you're able to celebrate, important events. And this is something I teach you how to do in Fem and in 500 Ways, which is you have the terms and conditions conversation, which is like, oh, okay, you want to be exclusive? Oh, I'm so excited to, be your girlfriend. Can we talk about it a little bit? Does that mean we'll be spending Christmas together? Does that mean holidays, and are we going to be going out a couple of times a week? You're able to say, if I'm going to be exclusive with you, if you're going to make me give up all my other options with any other man out there, and I'm going to give you the next 3 to 6 months of my life and cut off everybody else, what does that mean? You need to know what the terms and conditions are. So I don't want to get too far off topic, but I always want to add that into my video because it is so important for a woman to know. So should you have sex on Valentine's? Someone asked me about this because they said, isn't it cliche to have sex on Valentine's? No, it's not cliche to have sex on any day. And do you want to make it a little special? Do you want to make it a little more romantic? Absolutely. So I have a couple ideas about that. And also I had a couple of married women say, how can I bring back passion to my marriage? How can I make this holiday something special? And I had a really kind of funny exchange with one person online. She said that her husband made it very clear he did not want to receive gifts of any type. And I said, so let me get this straight. If you asked him, if you wanted to give him as a gift, rather, a hand job or any other type of job, would he say no? Would he turn that gift down? So here's why I recommend a hand job and not the other type of job on Valentine's. I don't want you to give too much, but I want you to make it crazy special. Okay? So doing something like that, what is it called? The old American, I'm not sure what the slang is for it. But anyway, if you do this, this is not something that, we often think to do. But most men are down for it under any circumstances. For example, if I'm having to drag Jeff to something public, something where we have to get dressed up and go out and mingle with people, it's not his favorite thing to do. Sometimes, right before we head out the door, I might say, hey, you want to do this really quick? And he's like, okay. You see, and you do it, and it's fun and it's sexy, and then they are in a good mood the whole night long. So I want you to just kind of think about having fun with that. You could use some sort of fun new lube. You could memorize some sort of erotic fantasy or little story that you maybe read somewhere, and just say, I want to tell you about something I read today when I was thinking about you, and tell him this little story as you're doing this. Make up your own story, or just say sexy words to him. So ladies, you can have fun with this one, and it will be a Valentine's Day he remembers. In fact, y'all can make it a tradition if you want to. And remember, Valentine's Day, if you want to bring back the passion, you want to celebrate it, it's about you celebrating it. It's not about like, I'm going to do this for you so you'll give me something. If you want to give on this day and celebrate this day, do it for you and do whatever you want to do. Let's say, for those of you who are having difficulty kind of warming your guy back up, bringing back the passion, let's say you were to do this very nice treat for him, and then he's just sort of like, all right, and just turns back on the game, or whatever it may be. I don't want you to act like too off-put, or get too upset, because I know that is kind of upsetting if for some reason he did ignore you. Just, kind of cuddle up and cozy up for a little bit, and then kind of, I'm gonna go take a bubble bath now and just relax and listen to some music. And no expectations. Don't, put any pressure on him. Go take your bath, go get into bed, get nice and comfy, spray a little perfume on your pillows or something like this. And just keep that feminine energy open. Keep your energy just open and ready to receive with him, and see what happens that night. See if he doesn't maybe get in bed and want to rub your shoulder, or say, well, you were so good to me earlier tonight. I'm not sure, I'm kind of tired, but what can I give you tonight? And do something small, like a little foot massage might be nice, or just, massage my temples or my hair. Make it something sweet and without pressure, because when you're rebuilding a relationship, it is such a tricky little place to be in, because it's almost like going from enemies back to friends and lovers again. And you have to start with very small gestures. It's a lot like when you're first getting to know someone, you go out on a first date or a second date. If they spill their whole life story to you, it's kind of off-putting. We kind of get turned off. So kind of keep that analogy in your mind for those of you who are rebuilding a relationship with your husband, that I don't want to give too much. I don't want to force this. I don't want it to immediately go back to wild sex like when we first met. You want to just kind of let it unfold, start small with very small gestures. So goodwill begets goodwill. Last thing I want to share with you, for those of you who are celebrating Valentine's Day with someone, without someone, whatever it may be, is, this is something I've been really wanting to touch on, which is how to bring some femininity to your appearance. And there have been a lot of, research and studies about what makes a person find another person attractive. For example, women will find men who have like a little bit of stubble, we'll actually see them as more softer and approachable than men that are totally clean shaven. Like, this has been proven. I don't know if you feel that way, but there's been a lot of studies and tests on this. And one thing I want to share with you is a little something known as hair accessories. Now here's some kind of kooky ones, and kind of like the gaudier the better in a lot of ways. And I'm going to tell you a quick story about this. I was in downtown Philadelphia with my husband, and we were, I think it's on South Street, and I went into a kind of like an Asian market, and they had all this really fun, bright hair accessories and things like this. And he had gone one way, I had gone another way, and we were going to meet up at a specific location. So I said, haha, I'm going to play a trick on him. And I went and I got this, like, you know, flower with like these little beads coming down. I thought this thing was gaudy. And I was just going to be on my phone. I got like a Hello Kitty phone case. And sure enough, I had this thing in my hair. And I noticed guys were just starting to like kind of dart their eyes at me. And I'm like, what is going on? It cannot be this gaudy hair clip that I have in my hair. Then my husband walks up, and I'm like on my Hello Kitty phone with this bow and he goes, oh my God, you look so beautiful and cute. Look at this cute little cell phone you have, and look at this in your hair. He goes, you know, I've never seen you wear anything in your hair like that before. And I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So certainly I did some research on this, and sure enough, it's true. You are more attractive to people, to anyone, but especially the opposite sex, if you wear a hair accessory. So I'm going to do a quick test. I'm going to put this in my hair, and you tell me if I seem like a little more fun, more approachable, more sexy, okay? What do you think? Did it work? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. This one's so super easy. I don't even know where I got it, but it just has like this little clip on the end, super easy to use. So think about doing something fun like this on Valentine's Day to just, you know, have a little fun around the office or whatever it might be, have a good time. This is another one I have where you, I think you put your hair in a bun with this one, or a ponytail, and then you just, you know, kind of wrap it around. You know, if you do a bun like up high, that might be really pretty. Now these I got from Anthropologie, and when I got them, I just liked the colors because they had some that matched a couple of dresses I have. But whenever I wear this, like sometimes I can't find my scrunchies I really do like, and I have to put one of these in my hair. And whenever I do, my husband will say, oh, you're wearing that cute one. You're wearing that cute little thing in your hair. Look, I don't know if it's some sort of Sailor Moon, childlike fantasy or whatever it is that men have about hair accessories. Does it take us back to childhood when we used to wear little barrettes in our hair, and that's when guys were starting to go crazy for girls? I don't know, but it works. Have fun with it. Find something you like. Let me know how it goes. I would love to know how hair accessories go, especially on a special day like Valentine's, but try them out anytime. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Okay, ladies, I hope this Valentine's video has been really helpful and fun for you, and I've given you some good ideas, you know, whether you want to reignite passion, if you don't know if you should have sex on the, you know, on Valentine's or not, or if you are going to be going at it alone, whatever it's going to be, little simple gifts you can get a guy that are meaningful but not too expensive. That's the key. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful Valentine's Day. And as always, I'm sending you much love. Please be sure to subscribe if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with a girlfriend who might need it. And as always, I'm sending you much, much love. Mwah. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.